All right, everybody, call me Rudolph. Go ahead. Go ahead, do it. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but anyways, what is happening, everybody? ELEMENTofFROST back here again. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are back here doing another episode prediction video for this week's up-and-coming episode of The Walking Dead. It's going to be Season 8, Episode 7, entitled Time for After. The synopsis is as follows, and you guys can follow along on AMC.com if you guys want to. Link is in the description below to AMC.com, and 2 links in the description below to the sneak peek and the promo for this episode as well. So, the synopsis is as follows. Negan has to enlist the help of his lieutenants in solving a huge issue facing the sanctuary. Rick and his group continue to enact the plan. Alright, that's what we got. That's what we have for a synopsis. So, out of that synopsis alone, we can kind of take from that, Rick and the group, everybody, they're still doing their plan. Rick's currently held prisoner by the garbage people, right? It looks like to me in the promo, he's going to be forced to face like a Winslow 2.0 or something, because he gets basically taken out of the container, put on his knees, but then you can hear walkers off in the, a distance away, not very, not a huge distance away, just a little bit, and it only sounds like 1, maybe 2, right? So, in all honesty, I think they're kind of gonna make Rick kind of prove himself again, if you will, like they did before. That's my prediction there. So Rick and the group continue an active plan. Rick's obviously trying to get the garbage people still on their side, so maybe if he can, overcome this challenge that they're putting in front of him, maybe that'll happen again. And the group continue to enact their plan. We could, suggest that maybe Morgan is off doing his sniper thing. It looks like he's set up in a window, maybe taking a shot at some of the saviors at maybe an outpost, or maybe he's one of the snipers at the sanctuary, kind of keeping the doors closed and stuff, right? That could very well be. As for anything else, we have like Daryl and Michonne going off on their own right now. They look like they want to just attack the sanctuary and, kind of avoid the plan, right? That's going on with Rick, like Rick's plan. They just, Michonne realizes, she says to Daryl or something, one time at the promo, she's like, this is a huge risk to us, are we sure we want to take this risk? And Daryl basically says, yeah, fuck it, right? I've got nothing to lose. Obviously didn't say fuck it, but, he's basically got nothing to lose, and he's acting carelessly, in my opinion. Like, I know he's been through a lot, right? I know that, and he wants to get vengeance for that, and he doesn't care who gets in the way. He's just gonna do it, you know what I mean? He's going rogue. He's going off the rails, if you will. So Negan has to enlist the help of his lieutenants in solving a huge issue facing the sanctuary. That huge issue is probably the walkers. So, they're going to have a plan to deal with those walkers. What's going to happen there? Because one of the old plans was to essentially have, those 2 guys essentially drive past and lure the walkers away with a big, truck full of speakers, the music and stuff. So obviously that's not happening anymore. Kind of got T-boned out of the way last episode. But other than that, they could come up with a plan, could open the doors. And like I said, that could come into play where Morgan is kind of chilling there in the window. What's going to happen there? I guess we will go ahead and see, but it's looking good, man. It's looking good. The plan's looking good, but in all honesty, something has to go wrong, right? Something has to go wrong. There'll be a counterattack on Alexandria or something, just like the comics, probably, spoiler alert. But anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited to what Negan has in store, for them. Like, what's going to happen there? Is he actually going to come up with a plan to get all the walkers out of there? Save his people, stuff like that. It's interesting, to say the least. In the sneak peek for this episode, we have Negan essentially talking to Eugene, basically saying, I don't want you to get eaten. Basically reassuring him that he has his back. He's going to take care of him no matter what. Whether that be kill you beforehand or whatever. I don't want my people to get eaten. I don't want you to get eaten, right? He doesn't want him to die. He's basically telling that to Eugene. In a threatening sort of manner, too. As for the rest of the promo, we have, like I said, Morgan, Rick there kneeling, pretty well all naked except for like boxers on. Probably going to be facing a Winslow 2.0. That's my prediction right there. Daryl and everything like that going off the rails. Morgan being the sniper. We have actually Dwight talking to Eugene, basically saying, you want to be on the right side of this when, things happen. Is he revealing the plan to Eugene? Is he telling Eugene that, he's one of them? He's against Negan, rather. Did Eugene maybe find out? You know, we kind of thought that he might have found out when he's seen the paint on the bag and then the paint that was on the figure that was on his hand, right? We kind of made that connection earlier, but I guess it wasn't necessarily a for sure thing. But maybe he confronts Dwight about it, you know, asks him about it, talks to him about it, you know, what's going on? Are you actually against Negan? Are you on their side? You know, that could very well happen. I don't know if he would necessarily confront him about it. You know, it might just come up as a snarky remark or something, right? Who knows? It's interesting to say the least. But anyways, guys, that'll be pretty much it, man. I've got some stuff to do. It's a very quick prediction video. We don't really have too much to go on. The promo, not necessarily very vague. It just has a lot of things going on in it. You know what I mean? It's not focused in on one kind of thing, you know? It doesn't look like we're going to get to see any of the Hilltop or the Kingdom in this episode, or at least it didn't show it in the promo. We could see little snippets of it or whatever, but nonetheless, I think it's going to be cool. Focus in on Alexandria, Rick, and the Sanctuary, you know, and Daryl obviously going off the hinges as well. Morgan, like I said, he's probably kind of sniping out the Sanctuary. That's my prediction. He does look to have a sniper rifle and looking out a window, similar to season 1 of The Walking Dead, where we see him wanting to kill his wife, but he never actually pulls the trigger. That could be interesting. You know, there could be a little comparison there. And as we know, Morgan is actually the crossover character between The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. So he will be on Fear the Walking Dead season 4. I'm not sure in what manner. Probably a flashback, I'm guessing, but apparently he's leaving the show, like The Walking Dead. I don't know if he's coming back. Does that mean he's going to die? We know that Fear the Walking Dead has, you know, a big time jump, right, between there and The Walking Dead, right? There's a big chunk of time where we don't know what happens to Morgan, right? We remember, you know, leaving him in season 1. We've seen a little bit in season 3, and then, you know, we didn't see anything until season 5, right? So from there, we don't really know if he, you know, went down, maybe he met up with them or something. We could see just a flashback sequence, or, I mean, I guess they could do a big time jump between, like, season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead and season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, right? They just could do a huge time jump, sync up to things with The Walking Dead, and Morgan just go off on his own, doesn't want anything to do with, like, Rick and the Sanctuary, or, you know, the Negan's people, or anything, you know, anymore. He kind of just wants to get out of there, so he doesn't kill anymore. You know, that could very well be, and he could run into them. I guess I don't really see that happening, but nonetheless, I'm excited for this episode. You know, we get to see more of Morgan in The Walking Dead. I don't necessarily want him to leave The Walking Dead, like the actual TV show. He's going to be in Fear, so we're going to see more of him and his character, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I like it, to be honest. I really don't. It doesn't really give me much confidence, because I have a feeling the way we're going to see him in Fear the Walking Dead is like a flashback sequence, right? And if he's full on just leaving The Walking Dead, like not coming back ever, he's either going to die or we're going to see him go off. You know, maybe he'll return sometime down the line, right? We don't know. But nonetheless, thank you all so much for watching. I'm excited to see more Morgan, and Rick probably face Winslow 2.0 or something along those lines. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I'll talk to you guys on the next episode review video for this week's episode of The Walking Dead, Season 8, Episode 7, entitled Time for After. That's it, man. If you guys watch any of my other videos, probably Fortnite coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming Fortnite later on today on Twitch, so make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. And I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, it's been Frost. Take care, everybody.